Started.
Chesley. Okay, what you playing, Chesley? Let's see. Have I played a Sicilian recently? Let's play a French. Haven't got one of those on the list. Recent games. So, oh no, that's a funny move. A3. What does it all mean? I have no idea. So if I play knight f6, I guess I would attack the pawn and might transpose in kind of a Alekhan's defense. Or just continue at d5. Like a normal French defense. Pretend like you played d4. He takes. So I could take with the queen, but taking with the pawn is probably good. And we get a symmetric position where he's got the extra move a3 on. But he breaks the symmetry here. Anyway, to continue what I was saying in the last video about ratings, I think it was a mistake for me to play and try and improve my rating in a sense, because it left me in a bad mindset. Like I would get upset whenever I lost a game more than usual because here I was trying to improve my rating, get it up to where I thought it should be, and so it just made my state worse. I would get upset and then I would play badly. So I think it's better for me anyway to just not think about rating. So I'm just going to play the game, try and have fun. I guess one reason I worry about it, and I'm putting my rook here so it's opposite his king, is because people are always asking, what's my rating on these videos? Or why is my rating so low sometimes? The ones who are not so polite keep asking that. Pretty annoying. Anyway, I will just ignore that and try and focus on the game here. So maybe bishop to f5 here, get the bishop outside the pawn chain. Well, it's not even going to be enclosed, is it? There's also bishop d6. Bishop f5, it's maybe vulnerable to attacks. And maybe I'll do the pawn move first. I was thinking, do I want to play c6 or c5? But it looks like c5 is not happening with his bishop there supporting the pawn. So I will bring my knight over to the king side. And then I'll figure out how to deploy this bishop. Maybe the bishop could come out here to b7 or a6. Okay, so he's setting up for a sacrifice on h6, which probably should not work in this case. I have an idea. Let's drop this bishop back to f8 anyway. So if he takes, I'll take back with the pawn supported by the bishop. He can't come in with the queen. And I can play knight to e4 now, because it's supported by the rook. The bishop is no longer blocking the rook. So I can take back with the rook. And then my other knight can come to f6, so I think that should be good. So my king side should be pretty secure, and then I can think about maybe pushing some pawns on the queen side, attacking his castled king position over there on the queen side. Yeah, this guy, he's definitely thinking about attacking. Okay, so knight f6 anyway. If he pushes that pawn forward, I will take it. Okay, brings the knight in that way. Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to play my knight to e5. Maybe I can play that anyway, knight to e4. But maybe I should just threaten to take his knight here. That would make my knight to e4 a better move, if I can get rid of this guy. Yeah, so he's not going to let me get rid of that guy. Yeah, this is interesting play. So what does this mean? I can actually play knight e4. Bishop takes, pawn takes. The pawn is not immediately hanging. And then I could play f6 here to attack his knight, get it out of there. Yeah, so he's going to try and round up that pawn here. Let's kick the knight away. See where it wants to go. Can go to c4 or g6, but on g6 I will attack it again. Can retreat to h4. Let's see, where else can it go? Here is out, here is out, here is out, here is out. Yeah. Oh, he can defend it with the pawn, huh? So should I play pawn to f5 first to prevent him from playing pawn to f5? It also blocks in his queen and bishop. Shuts down that diagonal, I mean. Yes, this guy definitely has got attacking on his mind, I can tell. Okay, so now he might take the bishop, which would be a little bit annoying, but I don't want to move the bishop and have him push that pawn forward. Is that a big threat, pushing it forward? Oh, I can just take his knight too. That is probably good enough. Unless I'm missing something. Okay, I guess not. So there, this seems okay to me. I'm going to keep my queen on the second rank here so I can bring my rook over. I want to keep this pawn blockaded so he can't attack along this diagonal. He can push this pawn forward. He can push the d pawn forward. So maybe rook to d8. Rook to d8 and bishop to c5. Or pawn to c5. And my queen and my rook are also defending my king side reasonably well. I do have this one open file. Okay, so I'm pulling this out of the way so I can push the pawn forward. And I still want to be able to push the pawn forward here. This will help support that. If he takes, I can take back with the bishop, supported by the queen. And if he pushes forward, I can take with the rook. And if he does nothing, I can take it. And then that'll open up a line towards his king. So we can turn the tables and attack the attacker. Yeah. So I saw I could push the pawn all the way down, but I didn't see what he could do after that. That was so great. And now his king side is starting to look pretty thin. Things are in trouble there. Okay, he can skewer my queen and my rook. That's true. He has that. But I can take his queen. He takes my queen. That's probably better than giving up the exchange. Just stay a piece up. And now we get an end game where I have 2 pieces up because he had to give up a bishop. And 1 bishop, and now I've got 2. So let's see how to do this. Just bring the rook to the 7th rank. If he takes, I take back with the bishop defending my rook. So my plan is to double the rooks here by playing rook to d7, then bring this rook over to f2 and bring the other rook into d2, and then with this battery, attack along the 2nd rank here, which he's reacting to that idea in a way by moving the pawns out of the way. I see. His idea is to shut out this bishop. That's interesting. So I could do that, but then it interferes with the coordination of these 2 rooks. So I think I will ignore that for another move. If he pushes forward now, I can just take it. If he goes there, it gives me time to double my rooks here. I'm going to give up a pawn. He can now take the he can now take that pawn if he wants it. But I should have a mating attack with the bishops on the rooks, looking at his king there. Oh, so he didn't want it after all.
Check. Check.
Yeah, if the king went back, it would have been mate. So now I need to take this. Yeah, the idea is just to get my rook on this, bishop on this diagonal. I suppose I could have put the bishop on this diagonal too. That would also probably mate. But with the bishop on e5 here, supporting the rook. So now he wants to trade. Let's defend the rook this way. He can come down and check my king, but I come up and there's no more checks. And if he goes there, I can attack. It's nice having 2 bishops, this one defending the rook and this one attacking his rook. And I can make a queen.
Check. White resigns.
Okay, good. I was wondering how to bait with bishop and 2 rooks. Okay, I will upload this and do a postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.